Well, hello there everyone. Welcome to part, I want to say 7, but I could be wrong, to whatever this is. I know I am naming this as my thought process. This is where I go over the thought process of both woodburning and my general thoughts. But like I said, I'm still trying to come up with a proper name. Anyways, I'm starting on my next project, which is the legendary Pokemon Ho-Ho, which debuted in, well, technically it's previewed in the animated Pokemon version of Pokemon, the 4th episode, but it also debuted in the Pokemon Go version of the 2nd generation, which the counterpart is the silver version. Way back in the day, when I used to name all the Pokemon. Now I kind of lost track of how many generations and cannot name all the Pokemon. Now I just feel old just by saying that. Anyways, this project kind of started when I wanted to do the remake version that came out, like, I want to say 10 years ago, but like I said, the abundance of time kind of goes over my head, about 2.5 years ago now. But like I said, I wanted to do the designs on both backgrounds of this Pinewood version that I got at Michael's. But because of the design of Heart Gold, I couldn't exactly fit on here. I mean, yes, I could have, but the design would have been a bit off. So I kind of went with the original design from the game. Sorry, the original game. So, I kind of, stuck with this. So I would eventually like to do the Heart Gold version eventually. Anyways, let's go get back on track now and do this. Now, I actually did do a lot of progress since my last video. As you can see, I did do this wing here, which, if you couldn't exactly tell, I did with this tip. And now for this wing, I'm doing this tip. Now, if you couldn't exactly tell, this is a bit more thinner than this one. This one's a little more thicker. What I'm trying to do is have this one stand out a little bit more. So since it's more closer than this wing. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, since I obviously know this, but let me know if this comes out or not, because this is what I'm trying to do. And by the way, I am using Pinewood, which is what is called softwood, which is easier to burn compared to hardwood. Hardwood is something like this. Which, by the way, this is something that I did in my 2 videos ago. Yeah, self-promote here. Hint, hint, hint. So, yeah. And if you can see here, I actually did highlight the wings a little bit. For when I do that. By the way, this is cool, so I am allowed to touch this. For this, I imagine me holding a pen. By the way, I generally just like brush it over with this. Personally, I'm still experimenting with shading. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do exactly that a whole bunch, because I am actually going to go with the colors when it comes to Ho-Ho. I'm sorry, because not to go into too much, but you have the body of white, green, what is it? Yeah, you have white, red, white, and green for the tips. And for the tail, you have gold and a very light, yellow, like very light yellow peaches. And for the beak and the, well, for the obviously you got green here and you got red and black. And for the I won't say feathers, you have yellow and golden yellow. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's the same color as the tail feathers here. I am thinking, like I said, I'm still trying to come up with the color combinations. I'm thinking about maybe going with the highlighting the beak sorry, I'm thinking of going with the golden heel with the shading, and obviously, you know, shading with this, but also going with the golden, because since it's obviously the same color. But also with this, I'm going with, since, you know, obviously Lugia was also white, silver white. I was also thinking for going with the same thing, coloring, I was also going with maybe a darker color shading for the white, but still keeping the white for the tips, since I obviously did something similar here, but still going with the theme. Like I'm saying, I'm still kind of maybe playing around with that a little bit. Anyways, back to what you guys are here for, instead of just listening while I'm trying to point out. But yeah, I know I didn't I know I did a little bit of dark here, but for this I'm trying to go for a bit of a blonde here, so you can, you know, tell the difference. But since it is a soft, it is still a soft wood, I still have to make sure that since you know it is soft wood, I didn't want to burn it too much and have the lines be obviously burnt, because if you keep the edges long enough, it will obviously show that it was burnt. I mean, I really want to do an example, but it would leave a very ugly, gross, like yellowing around the area. Now, what I'm doing here on the end is that since these are feathers, I am trying to get a when you know look at feathers, it's not exactly perfect. When you look at feathers, they actually do have a very uneven look to them. So this is what I'm at least trying to do at the end here. I know not exactly perfect. I mean, I could, you know, use this one for example. It may look like it had those rough feathery looks like a bird at the moment. But because of the size of it, I don't want to exactly risk it. But I still want to at least add something to it. Just to get those looks, at least here and there, not at all the places. Mainly when those two those 2 points meet here on the end here. Now for the feet and the mainly for the other more detailed areas, especially the wings, I will be using this one again, mainly because it's because the curve of the tip. I want to well, I want to make sure I have the flow of the right tip. I know sometimes people like to plan ahead. That's why I kind of have my 110 there. I like to think ahead, but sometimes it kind of just comes to me on a whim, to be honest. So more or less, it's kind of a gut feeling and more like a experience. But yeah. I am planning actually doing the of maybe having at least some of the inner colors with acrylic paint. Not sure if I'm going to film that or not, so in case you guys are wondering about that, there you go. Well, we got a lot done today, so sorry if I wasn't more, we got a lot of wood burning done, but I'm not, like I said, sometimes, I want to let you guys, like I said, this is more of my thought process, but also more of, my, not just my thought process, but also my wood burning experience for the past 2 years now. And also how I, come up with these things. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's, and I hope to see you guys the next time. Have a nice day.